So we want to look at the amplification of the Son. Okay, when Heru, or when the King, when the Jesus within you is becoming amplified, it means that you're open and you're receptive to Ma'at and the balance, and her balance. That's her specific. Uh, that's her specific law, is balance, and she wants to make sure that order is maintained in the whole system, everything that's below her, and which necessitates um, her her partner here, Herukahuti. He's the double fire. He's the he's the well. This is the man's man here, but this is the warrior. This physiologically, this would be the immune system, the immunity, and the musculature. So when we think in terms of immunity, we need some muscle to be able to get rid of all of the impurities. And in the world, Herakahuti is Herakahuti is involved in making sure that if there is a war being waged, that the war is over quickly, and that there is a quick restoration of balance and order. Okay, that's what this is about when it's in balance, and that's what we need to merge here. That allows us to activate the truth, the chakra of truth here in the throat chakra, and that of course amplifies the oil of the Christ, or the chrism, as it moves up the tree. And so every time we move up, there's amplification. We have amplification of Tahuti, which Tahuti is the masculine aspect of Sophia, or Ma'at. It's the masculine where the thoughts are stilled. Um, they both share the same physiological system, or influence of the liver, the arterial circulation. They have the blood and let's see, the liver, arterial, and blood balance. They're about circulation being purified or cleansed, and they also break down wastes and create or regulate hormones that have to do with longevity. Okay, on the other side, we have Seker, which has to do physiologically with the bones. Okay, so when we see the bones, we know that bones are made of silicates, or silica. We have the bones, the skin, hair, and nails, but mostly it has to do with the bones. Okay, which are the structures. It's more concerned about structure and order that has to be maintained. Okay, and it's the stillness that we spoke of in episode 2. Okay. All right. As we move on up the tree, it's time. Once we balance these, it's time to merge into the holy of holies, onto the crown of the head. Um, After, of course, once the third eye is open, and once that eye is made single to see, that's a new revelation, and of course more energy. So that chrism, as it goes up the central pillar, as you raise the jet up to here, this is where the amplification 1,000-fold happens, and this is what allows you to rise to your godhood. Okay, this is, once you reach this godhood here in the realm of Geb, you have become your own savior. You have become the savior to the people that are in your immediate surroundings as well. You have all of the knowledge of how to heal the body and how to help other people to heal their bodies. You can become the sage of health here in Geb. And this is the goal that we're looking for in order to move up the tree so that we can get our total memory. This is the macro tree. We want to move up the macro tree. And once we get here, we can say, and as in Matthew 5:44 through 48. Actually, I'll go on and read that. I'll read that for you here. Matthew. Here we go. I want to go here to Matthew 5:44 through 48. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless anyone who curses you, do good to anyone who hates you, and pray for those who carry you away by force and persecute you. Now this is some of what Jesus had to do. Okay, he shined his light on everybody, from the prostitute. He shined his light on the merchants. Those who were the money the money changers. He shined his light, but believe me, on the money changers. He shined his light on everyone equally. Okay, and that's what that's getting at. Okay, so 45, so that you may become sons of your Father who is in heaven, who causes his sun to shine upon the good and the bad, and who pours down his rain upon the just and unjust. For if you love only those who love you, what reward will you have? Do not even the tax collectors do the same thing? Therefore, become perfect, just as your Father in heaven is perfect. Okay, so that put a whole nother spin on what it is to be perfect. Okay, when you have a template that actually shows perfection being the balance all the way up the tree, even as you move up, you're balancing by bringing everything in and amplifying it, and that amplification is your propulsion. And as you go up, you become the God of that realm. Okay, so you're the God of the earth. Okay, you're actually the indwelling God, made conscious, made aware, made manifest here in the flesh, walking in your creation. Okay, so now we can move forward knowing how to heal and rise up all of the other faculties, because we have created a firm foundation all the way up, and we've met Osir, the Osir of Geb, the healer, the quintessential healer of man. So thank you for your patience in getting through the earth. We've met the Earth King. It's the Christ in you. It's the chrism, the physiological oil that walks on the water, that rises all the way up to give everlasting life. All right. Thank you again.